Ever wondered what would happen if a massive cyber attack hit, and we blamed the wrong country? It sounds like a spy movie plot, but it's a terrifyingly real possibility. A misattributed attack could drag the world into a war nobody wanted, with the wrong opponent. The first shots of the next global conflict might not be fired with missiles, but with malicious code. And in this new battlefield, figuring out who did it is the most critical mission of all. Imagine this scenario. A devastating cyber attack cripples a nation's critical infrastructure. Power grids go dark, financial markets spiral into chaos, and transportation systems grind to a halt. The immediate question isn't just how to fix it, but who's responsible. This is where the attribution game begins, and it's a high-stakes intelligence battle, fought in the shadows of the digital world. Instantly, the world's most powerful intelligence agencies spring into action. In the United States, the National Security Agency, the NSA, mobilizes its vast resources. They are the masters of signals intelligence, capable of sifting through mountains of global internet traffic, looking for the faintest digital whispers that could point to the attackers. Their analysts begin a frantic race against time, poring over data packets and network logs. Across the Atlantic, in the United Kingdom, GCHQ, the government communications headquarters, launches its own parallel investigation. Known for their code-breaking prowess and close partnership with the NSA, they bring a unique set of skills to the table. Their experts start dissecting the malware, trying to reverse engineer its purpose and find its origin. Meanwhile, in Moscow, Russia's Federal Security Service, the FSB, initiates its own inquiry. Possessing formidable cyber capabilities themselves, they have their own methods and their own intelligence sources. Are they looking for the same culprit? Or are they looking for an opportunity to sow confusion and advance their own geopolitical interests? Their actions are watched with suspicion by the West, adding another layer of complexity to an already tense situation. And of course, we can't forget China's Ministry of State Security, the MSS, as a rising cyber superpower. Their involvement is a given. Their cyber units are sophisticated and highly disciplined. They start their own investigation, but their motives, like Russia's, are viewed through a lens of strategic rivalry. Are they genuinely trying to find the attacker, or are they trying to cover tracks, perhaps even their own? Then there's Israel's legendary unit 8200, the elite cyber warfare and signals intelligence division of the Israeli Defense Forces. Renowned for their innovation and aggressive tactics, they are a major player on the global cyber stage. They have their own network of informants and their own unique digital forensics techniques. They are looking for threats not just to the world, but specifically to Israel's national security, and they won't hesitate to act on their findings. All these agencies, these giants of the intelligence world, are now locked in a race. They are using every tool at their disposal, signals, intelligence, or SIGINT, to intercept communications, and digital forensics, to analyze the digital crime scene. Or are they facing something even more complex? Like a coalition of different groups working together, perhaps a state actor partnering with a sophisticated criminal organization? The answer will determine how the world responds. As these digital detectives dig deeper, they start finding clues. But in the world of cyber espionage, nothing is ever as it seems. It's a world of clues and counterclues. A digital hall of mirrors designed to mislead and deceive. One of the first things they find are embedded code fragments within the malware. Certain snippets look familiar, matching the digital signatures of known Advanced Persistent Threat Groups, or APTs. These are the elite state-sponsored hacking teams. For example, a piece of code might look like something previously used by a group widely believed to be linked to Russia, while another fragment resembles the work of a Chinese apt. This is a classic calling card, or is it? Sophisticated attackers know that investigators will be looking for these links. They can intentionally plant code from a rival nation's toolkit to throw investigators off their trail. It's a technique known as a false flag operation, and it's incredibly effective at muddying the waters. So, is this a genuine clue or a deliberate misdirection? The analysts have to consider both possibilities. Then there's the issue of the command and control servers, the C2 servers. These are the computers the attackers use to send commands to the malware and receive stolen data. The investigation reveals that these servers are scattered across multiple continents. Some are located in data centers in neutral countries, rented anonymously. Others are hijacked home computers or small business servers, their owners completely unaware they're part of a global cyber attack infrastructure. This geographic distribution is another puzzle. It could suggest a highly sophisticated, globally dispersed actor with immense resources. Or it could be another elaborate deception, setting up servers in a rival's territory or in countries known to host certain hacking groups is a common tactic to frame them. The global nature of the internet makes it the perfect stage for this kind of geopolitical theater. To make matters even worse, the investigators discovered decoy scripts. These are pieces of code hidden within the malware that serve no functional purpose for the attack itself. Their only job is to be found. And what do these scripts contain? They might have comments written in Mandarin, or variable names that are Russian words. They might mimic the specific coding style of a known North Korean or Iranian hacking group. These are decoys, digital breadcrumbs, left intentionally to lead investigators down the wrong path. An amateur might fall for it, but the experts at the NSA or GCHQ know better. They have to carefully analyze every single decoy, trying to figure out what the real attacker wants them to believe. Sometimes, the decoy itself is a clue. The style of the deception, the choice of which rival to imitate, can reveal something about the attacker's own mindset and origins. It's a complex psychological game played out in lines of code, as these digital clues and counterclues create a storm of confusion and suspicion within the intelligence community. The shockwaves start to ripple across the diplomatic world. The uncertainty is geopolitical fuel, and it's about to ignite a firestorm. Suddenly, all major powers are issuing emergency communications. But these aren't public declarations. They are happening through secure, back-channel hotlines. The famous red phone between Washington and Moscow, and similar links between other world capitals, are buzzing with activity. Leaders are trying to de-escalate, to assure each other that they are not behind the attack, even as their own intelligence agencies are pointing fingers. It's a delicate dance of diplomacy, trying to prevent a misunderstanding from spiraling into open conflict. Behind the scenes, the accusations begin to fly. In quiet, secure meetings, allies start pointing fingers at their rivals. The U.S. might quietly share intelligence with its NATO partners suggesting Russian involvement. China might use its diplomatic channels to hint that the U.S. itself staged the attack to justify aggression. Every nation is trying to shape the narrative to its advantage, using the uncertainty to score geopolitical points. Meanwhile, neutral states are terrified. Countries that have tried to stay out of the great power competition now fear being caught in the crossfire. What if the C2 servers are found in their territory? They could be accused of harboring the attackers, whether they knew about it or not. They become pawns in a much larger game, facing pressure from all sides to pick a side or risk being trampled. At this point, the world is still in the dark. The most powerful nations on Earth, with all their technology and intelligence, cannot say for certain who is responsible. Is it Russia? China? A coalition? A non-state actor trying to start a war? This profound uncertainty is the most dangerous element of all. It creates a vacuum that is quickly filled with suspicion, paranoia, and fear. This is why attribution matters so much. In the digital age, a single line of code can be as powerful as a battleship. And if we can't tell who wrote that code, we risk sailing into a war against a ghost, while the real enemy watches from the shadows, ready to pick up the pieces. The race to find the truth is not just an intelligence mission. It's a mission to preserve global peace and stability. The fate of the world could depend on getting it right. Thanks for watching. If you found this look into the world of cyber warfare interesting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives. See you next time.